Good evening, Hop Tops. We're drinking Sleeper Street tonight from Trillium Brewing Company in Boston. Sleeper Street is one of their IPAs. It's part of a series of street-named beers. And they're all the same IPA with the same bittering hop and the same malt bill, at least from the research I've done. Just a different flavoring and dry hop in all of them. And this beer features the Dorado hop, which is one of the few hops that you can actually like on Facebook, because there's a specific family-run farm who bred and grows these hops. And it's an eldoradohops.com. And I don't believe I've ever had a beer that featured just the Dorado hop before, though I've had it in a blends of hops in different IPAs before. And the special thing about this one that I see in every description is it has melon flavor in some way. Sometimes they say watermelon candy. Trillium even mentions it. And then also, you know, your tropical fruit sort of thing that happens with a lot of the newer wave hops. The Dorado hop was first released in 2008, I believe. So it's a pretty new one. And I'm excited to give this a taste to see if I can get to the bottom of this hop a little bit better. The bottled on date is 12/03/15, so this is exactly 13 days old. So it should still be in very, very good shape. It's 7.2% alcohol, and I bought this from the brewery yesterday where they kept it refrigerated, and I just kept it refrigerated too. So it should be in perfectly good shape, and there's a good amount of chunks in the bottom of this. Let's see what happens. Ooh, I already got a sniff of a candy. Yeah, maybe watermelon candy is a really good description of this one. Very highly carbonated as usual, and it looks like the top of this bottle did not have quite as much haze going on, so you can actually see through that a little bit, but I'm sure once the bottom of this is poured out, it's going to be quite a bit hazier. And since this has been sitting around for almost 2 weeks, so it makes sense that the sediment would fall to the bottom. This smells like a really, really delicious tropical fruit, watermelon candy sort of slush. Oh, yes, this is very nice aroma. They do a double dry hop version of this. I'm definitely going to jump on that next time they release it. It almost reminds me of a tropical fruit juice box. And yeah, there is watermelon in there, but it's not as overwhelming watermelon sweetness, but it smells like this. Yeah, this is one of those sweet nectar of the gods beers, I would say. And it's so intensely fruity hard candy in the aroma that I don't even get any dank or funky onion garlic at all. It's just so fruity and smells so juicy. Maybe almost even like banana and pear, like maybe a sparkling pear cider. And strawberry too. That's more of a strawberry watermelon combo. A little bit of like taffy and marshmallow. Yeah, this is just a very, very gorgeous aroma. I don't see how anyone couldn't smell this and want to take a big gulp of this immediately. Like someone who says they're not into IPAs, this is not your normal intense resinous piney aroma. It doesn't smell like it's going to be very bitter. And maybe it's toned down and lost some of the more herbal dank qualities after 13 days. But I can't wait any longer. Yeah, El Dorado is a special hop. Yeah, I'm gonna look out for this. Look out for beers featuring this hop more. It's a little bitter, but it seems like it's not quite as bitter and as intense as some of their other IPAs I've had. And it's, yeah, it's like drinking some sort of watermelon, strawberry puree sparkler. It's very pleasant and pretty dry. Just a tad sweetness, but not so bitter. And the mouthfeel on this one, because it's pretty, this very little haze is a little bit light. But it smells like strawberry Starburst so much. It's really delicious. I mean, it's not a watery mouthfeel, but it's very watermelony. Maybe a little bit of cantaloupe, but it's better than cantaloupe. And I'm noticing the finish, just some kind of herbally bitterness. It's a little bit tea-like after a few sips, but it's not really intense and overbearing. Just like a hint of bergamot, Earl Grey sort of thing happening. But it reminds me so much of candy and juice boxes and like being a small child. And it's almost even weird to call this an IPA because it's not that bitter. It's not really in your face. Like someone who loves a strawberry flavored wheat beer or something might like this one a lot, but it's not sweet. There's some kind of greenness to it, but it's not even green onion. Maybe it's just more like arugula, pretty mild spice and herb to it. It seems a little bit maybe one-dimensional, but I don't care because this is a great dimension to be in. So if you ever enjoyed having watermelon candies or strawberry starbursts, and you also enjoy IPAs, this is gonna be your heaven in a beer. Yeah, I like this a lot. I'm gonna give it, I think, a 9 out of 10. That's really good. Goodbye.